Hi. So I want to go through a little bit more in detail with this case. In the previous two posts, we kind of did a little bit of a teaser, and then we walked through the idea of treating this case without arch wire bending. But I kind of want to give you a little bit more of an in-depth overview. Obviously, we go through a full walkthrough in the digital course. It takes about 15-20 minutes, but I want you to really kind of have enough information to be able to take this case and really dissect it on your own, and at least have some ideas on why we chose the brackets, where we placed them, what the sequencing looked like. And if you piece enough of these together, you're going to be able to really see just an amazing amount of information. It takes about 3 minutes to get through the case. Again, we're starting with something very, very simple. Lewis's case is a simple class 1, really has very few problems that we needed to address. But sometimes, as we know, these simple cases that come into our practices all the time are ones that kind of linger and can create some problems. So the highlights of this case are that it was very straightforward. We had a really beautiful result, no arch wire bending, really straightforward, short treatment time, and few visits. So hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot. All right, let's go through this case with a little bit more detail. It's not as much detail as we go through in the digital course, but this is going to give you a really great idea of the thought process. So we always start with phase 0, which is the case setup and planning. We're orthodontists. We have to diagnose and treatment plan properly. So we really want to make sure we start this case out right. Always starts with great diagnostic records, selecting torques, and then figuring out where we're going to put the braces. So, this case is pretty straightforward. Class 1, reverse smile arc, some spacing, and constricted arches. X-rays are unconsequential. Everything looks pretty good. And even cephalometrics, when we analyze them, it's a class 1 straightforward case. Comprehensive diagnosis, we actually look at all areas. That helps us to plan on what we're going to do. And in this case, we did choose procline in the upper as much as we could at the time, knowing that those teeth were going to erupt and try to retrocline. Currently, we don't use any neutral torque brackets, but when this case was treated, we did. Brackets were placed at FA, 5.5 millimeters from the incisal edge on the upper and 4.5 on the lower from the centrals. And as we go through, and as we showed in the last two case presentations, that the treatment timeline was pretty straightforward. We have our treatments broken up into 3 phases. Phase 1 was an 014, 018, 140275. It leads us to his end of his phase 1. We can see that everything's looking really great. Arch form's looking nice. When we move to phase 2, this is basically just looking at bracket positioning and selection. We put our 180275s in, which couples this in all 3 planes of space so we can get a beautiful result. From here, we put our final wires in and begin to close space and do some minor enamel recontouring, which is what we did in phase 3. 180275 steel over 160275 steel. Once everything looks good, spaces are closed, occlusion's set, we go ahead and remove braces. We've checked off the boxes of all of the problems. And now we can go ahead and look at our treatment summary, right? Just a very straightforward, easy case, 13 months, 9 visits. When we look at the x-rays, again, everything looks great. Cephalometrically, we were able to maintain all the anterior torques and really do a great job, even though we created a lot of arch length. And if we look at this, look at these arch form changes from beginning to end, we were able to establish a really beautiful upper arch, upright the lowers, and really make this kid's smile pop out. So when you look at the smile transformation, you can see these buccal corridors are becoming filled, and we have a really nice positive smile arc then, rather than a negative smile arc. 13 months, beginning and end, just worked out beautifully for this young man. Now, when we go ahead and we look at the fact that there's no arch wire bends, that's really the key to this whole using the Damon Ultima system. We look at his treatment statistics, 13 months, 9 visits, only 1 broken bracket. Really wasn't in the office too much. So just a really great case. Again, we go through a full explanation of this in the digital course. So if you like that, just check it out here online and you can take a peek at it. Thank you very much and good luck.